doing it.
Here we are. We're on the, I didn't even look on the ground to make sure I didn't leave anything. I'm already starting bad, but I didn't pull anything out, so. We have been hiking for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So, this is the approach trail. Seen a bunch of hikers already.
Yeah.
Perfect weather. Perfect weather. But we're out here. As far as we know, I think that's Springer up ahead. So we've got about 2.5 miles left. Here we are on top of Springer. It took us about 4 hours to get up here. I walked a little bit away from the first blaze because there was a ton of people up there.
What a better opportunity.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're eating a little food and then get moving. So.
Pretty sure it's 8.8 here.
It's amazing.
But yeah, 4 hours for that, and pretty much like all uphill day.
Kind of dulled a little bit.
Here we are. This is the first shelter we stayed at. Stover Creek Shelter. Cooking some breakfast. And we pitched our tents down here. So there were definitely a lot of tents here last night. Slept pretty well, and we're about to do 13.8 miles to Gooch Mountain Shelter. Good trip so far. We're a little sore this morning, but not too bad. Well, here we are. We are at Hawk Mountain Shelter, just stopping for a little lunch. We've gone about 8 miles or so, I think, this morning. So it's a pretty cool little shelter, not as cool as the one we were at last night. Yeah, we just got up. We're about to on top of a little ridge before we get to Sassafras Mountain, and looks like I don't know if you can tell off in the distance there's some forest fires. Hopefully we're not heading that direction, but there's a bunch of helicopters and multiple sections down there where the forest is on fire. As you can tell, it's a beautiful morning. We've got some nice fog all around us. It was raining this morning, our first rain on the trail. So we got to see what it was like breaking camp down with everything being wet. So I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of days filled with that. But it wasn't too bad. It stopped raining right as we were waking up this morning. So we stayed at Gooch Mountain Shelter last night, and it was packed. There was probably, oh, I don't know. What do you think? 30 people there?
Yeah, about 25, 30 people.
Yeah, 25, 30 people. So tomorrow we'll be into Neels Gap and shooting up Blood Mountain and then down into Neels Gap. So I have to say, trip has started off perfect so far. All of our gear is doing well, and we had 2 Saturday and Sunday. The weather was perfect. No blisters. We did hike through a forest fire pretty much all day yesterday, so we're breathing in smoke for about 7 miles of our hike, so that was not enjoyable, but we made it through, and we're going strong today. It's a lot A lot better just knowing we're only gonna cover about 8 miles today of pretty easy terrain. So I've got a great setup here. Let's see. It is windy. I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but we've got our tent set up here. 4 of us. We got a fire going. We got a good cold base, and it's supposed to get down I think into the low 30s maybe tonight. So fog all around us, so hopefully that'll clear out. Maybe we'll get some less windy conditions, but I'm not really gonna hold my breath on that one. So hey guys, Redbeard here. This is just a perimeter from where my tent was last night. We had our first colder night on the AT. I'd say it was definitely in the 20s last night. We're still encased in fog here. Most of the trees have got a nice coating of ice on them, so it's beautiful out here. And once you get up and moving, it's really not too bad. So we're gonna be heading out here in 5 minutes, heading out down into Neels Gap. So ready to get into some just some warmer weather, let everything kind of dry out. We're gonna be heading that way behind me, right down the trail, and then up to Blood Mountain. Hey guys, Redbeard and Toast here. Just wanted to pull out the camera real quick as we start hiking this morning, because everything is frozen. But yeah, this is just coming out of our camp. We're at about 3,000 feet or so, and it is just a winter wonderland up here. My watch was reading that it was about 29 degrees, so I imagine that that's pretty close. Well, here we are. We are on top of Blood Mountain, and this is the shelter here. This is Blood Mountain shelter. It is currently raining ice from the trees. It's quite foggy. So it's a little chilly.
What? Bio? Straight bio?
It's kind of what they look like on the inside here. It's 2 different rooms. The other one has a fireplace.
You might get a post-mortem Nobel Prize. Actually, I don't think they do that.
So that's pretty much it. Blood Mountain shelter.
Yeah, baby.
Can we take a picture of both of you?
It from the top, and I'll be checking in later.
For a second.
Hey guys, Redbeard here and Toast. We are just walking down into our first sign of civilization, the Neels Gap. So this is Neels Gap, Walisi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct, center, but here's a little view of that. As I try not to get hit by cars. But yeah, we had a good hike down Blood Mountain, and we are gonna be setting up shop here tonight. So it will be a comfortable night stay for us tonight. But yeah, this is the center. Really cool. Neels Gap. It was a fun, cold trip to get here. So we are stoked about tonight, ready to just kick our feet up and relax a little bit. Even though we've only been out here for 4 days, but you know, whatever. So this is it. Hey guys, Redbeard. Here we are. We are at Blood Mountain Cabins. Just behind me here is our cabin, Fox Cabin, that we're staying in. I wanted to give a big thanks to Maggie and to Greg for hooking us up with this cabin, little trail magic. Thanks so much. We were very happy when we rolled in here about an hour ago, and they told us that our cabin had already been paid for. So that was pretty surprising. So thanks a lot, guys. Hopefully we'll see you in a day or two up on the trail. But yeah, this is a really cool place. If you're gonna be through hiking, I know Neels Gap is not too far away, 31.7 from Springer, but with the approach trail, it's about, you know, you're looking at almost 40 miles. So if you just want a Nero day, this is a great place to do it. They're only $60 for a cabin. They've got all these cabins kind of sit on a stream that's really cool. So there are 2 stories, full kitchen, 2 queen size beds and a futon as well. So you can sleep up to 4 people in these things. So really cool and worthwhile. For 60 bucks, you can't beat it. They'll even do your laundry for you. And I've been told that they have Wi-Fi connection up at the lodge here. So I'm about to hit that up. But anyways, been great start to our trip so far. We're really excited. And we're in good spirits. My body is doing really great. I don't have any pains to complain about, no blisters. And Toast is doing good too. Got a little bit of a sore knee and a little bit of a sore arch. Redbeard and Toast here. We are at this awesome cabin that we just got. We are cooking a little delicacy over here.
Pizza.
Got some pizza going.
Yeah, baby.
So we are just really excited to be here in a nice warm cabin after the day that we had. So this is called Fox Cabin. They've got some foxes here in case you forget which cabin you're staying in. We got TV going. But yeah, this is just really great. 2 queen beds and great creek view behind us. So we are going to enjoy ourselves here tonight. Hey guys, Redbeard here. We just reached the top of Cowart Mountain, and we are getting some great views today. Let's see, behind me here is Blood Mountain. I don't know how well you're able to see the mountains, but we got Blood Mountain back there. That's the way we came from, and the mountain range behind me, or the mountains behind me, we're kind of looking due south. So we just got some unbelievable views out here today, and we are taking it in, considering that we had literally no views for our first 4 days on the trail. So this is a great spot with a great view of Georgia mountains here. Like I said, right there on the straight ahead is Blood Mountain, and I can't really zoom in with this camera, but down there is the road leading up to Neels Gap. So beautiful vistas here today. We are definitely enjoying every second of this hike today. We've gone up a couple mountains, and we talked to some day hikers a few minutes ago who told us that there was going to be some trail magic about a mile ahead down in a gap. So we are looking forward to that. Yeah, this is where we stayed last night. It is very windy. Poplar Stamp Gap. We had a good fire going here last night. It's chilly. I don't know if you can hear anything I'm saying. But we've got a great sunrise over here behind me. Hey guys, Redbeard here. Made it to the bottom off of Blue Mountain. Now I'm walking into Unicoi Gap. This is where we're gonna be ending the day, and I'm thinking that Eric is wanting to take a 0 day because his knee is really, or that's Toast that is, really bothering him. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest with you. I just flew down 1,000 feet in a mile and a half down to the bottom of Unicoi Gap, and my body feels great. So hopefully I'll continue to feel good. But we're gonna get off here and go into Helen. We left Saturday morning and from Springer, and we are here at Unicoi Gap on Thursday morning. So if it wasn't for Toast's bad knee, we probably would have been here a day earlier, maybe 2. So Redbeard and Toast here. We are climbing up Trey Mountain. We've been hiking for about 2 hours and 12 minutes today since we left Helen. It's about 1 o'clock right now, and we had to climb 1,000 feet up out of Unicoi Gap in a mile, and that's 1.4 miles. And then we went back down 1,000 feet, and now we're heading up Trey Mountain, which is 1,100 feet over 3 miles, or actually about 2.5. And then we're going to see how we're feeling, and probably set up camp past Trey Mountain Shelter. The shelters are just too crowded, and we kind of prefer to set up at cool little camp spots anyway. So it is a beautiful day today. It's really warm, so that's good. But it did kick our butts after having taken a 0 day in Helen. So we were a little tight this morning when we started off, but we're doing better now. Toast is doing good on the uphills, and he's having trouble on the downhills. So hopefully as we keep going, the downhills will get better for him. But we're really flying up the uphills. It's not a problem for us. So anyways, we got Trey Mountain here in front of me. We probably got another few hundred feet or so to climb up. We're just kind of walking on the ridge to it right now. So here we go. A little bit of a downhill. There's a Trey Mountain road on the side of that mountain. It goes all the way up to Trey right there. So as you can see, we do have a little bit to go today to get to the top of Trey Mountain behind me, but not too bad. Hey guys, Redbeard here. We are on the top of Trey Mountain. Just made it up here. It is just beautiful. We've got views kind of to our, looks like due south and also due north. So pretty good views. As you can see behind me, we're looking south there. I saw on a map that directly south of us is Mount Una, or Una Mountain. So that's pretty cool. And then if you come over here, you can see, look due north up to North Carolina. So it's a beautiful vista that direction as well. This is our camp spot tonight, just below one of the knobs. We're about 3 miles from Sassafras Gap, which is near Wildcat Creek. We're about to see the sun go down over here. It's going to be a good sunset, so pretty cool spot up here. We've seen a lot of hikers that have come through within the last hour or so. We're kind of at a cool spot for me. If you guys watch my videos a few weeks back, we were, me and Toast did a little practice run, just one quick camp spot, and we came to Sassafras Gap. So here we are arriving at Sassafras Gap, 63 miles from where we started on Springer. So this is kind of cool. We were just here and we tried to make it here last night, but it was just not in the cards for us to go the whole way. So anyways, there's some people camping here. A lot of new faces now since we took a 0 day, but here we are at Sassafras Gap. We ran out of water last night, so gonna be refilling water this morning. This morning in my last check-in, I had hiked to Sassafras Gap, which is where we were gonna resupply on water. So as soon as I got there, it took me about 30 or 41 minutes to get there from camp, so it was about 3 miles. I decided to just go ahead and go down to the stream, which was about 1/10 of a mile straight down, and I took my pack. So I got back up about 15 minutes later and started to wait for Toast, and I waited for about 40 minutes and he never came. So I'm kind of thinking that for some reason, even though he had no water, he might have not seen my pack because I had it on and decided that I didn't stop and didn't want to go down that long hill to see if I was down there. So we're kind of split up for the moment. I just passed Gap, which is where Wildcat Creek is, a good place I always used to go fishing back when I was younger. So hey guys, Redbeard and Toast here. We just got to our camp spot for the evening. This is Cowart Gap. So we did about close to 11 miles today. It was a pretty good hike. We got kind of split up a little bit during the day, but we nailed out 11 miles, and it's 4:30 and we've got camp set up. We could have gone further, but we were pretty beat, so we just decided we were going to go ahead and set up in this nice little gap. There's a little stream down here behind me. It's real small, but that's nice. So this is where I set up home every night. This is my Zpacks duplex shelter. It's really cool. It's got 4 flaps here on the side that you can open or close however you would like. It's got 2 doors on both sides. It's doing really great so far for me. Of course, we haven't had any really extreme weather. We had some ice, and we had one morning of pretty hard rain, but this thing is great. It's a 2-person shelter, so I can bring my bag in here and still have plenty of room. So like I said, doors on both sides, so it's real easy to get in and get out. And you can close that last flap as well if you really want it nice and completely closed up. So anyways guys, that's just kind of a look at my shelter that I'm using. Place where I call home for the next few months. But anyways, we are going to, I think, get some dinner going, maybe have a fire tonight, but just kind of take it easy, relax. And tomorrow we'll be crossing into North Carolina. We are standing here at Plum Orchard Gap. I don't know if you can read that, Plum Orchard Gap. So this is the last shelter before you enter North Carolina. We're feeling good. Today is probably the first day where I've kind of hit a little bit of a wall. My legs are not wanting to move quite like they typically have been, but I am pain-free, so you can't beat that. Update on Toast, he's doing a little bit better, I think, so that's a good sign. He's in really bad pain still on the downhill, but he is just gutting it out, so hopefully he'll be fine. So anyways guys, today we're gonna be crossing North Carolina. Hey guys, Redbeard here. Big moment. We have just reached, or I have just reached, the state line, North Carolina, Georgia. So it's the first state line, so it feels really good to get here. 70-something miles to get to this point, and it was hard. Georgia section was definitely pretty tough. I've only done a small section north of here, so I don't really know how it's going to compare to the rest of the trail, but it was a ton of ups and downs, and just real hard on your body. A lot of people have quit already that we've met on the trail, mostly due to knee issues. That seems to be the real popular one. So Toast is really in pain behind me, and you know, knock on wood, but hopefully he's not going to be dipping out at Franklin. You know, but he might, and if he has to, then that's, you know, what he's got to do with his knee. So anyways, though, I am doing great. Like I said, I'm just kind of hit a little bit of wall cardio wise. It's starting to get harder on the uphills for some reason, but body wise is in great shape. So I'm gonna sit down here and enjoy a little snack and wait for Toast to catch up to me. Anyways, guys, Georgia North Carolina state line, really excited about it.